Welcome, everyone. Today I'm talking to Ollie Bridge, the CMO at Bonjoro, an app for sending individual personalized videos to welcome and onboard new customers and clients. Ollie has extensive knowledge of startups, marketing. Today is here to talk to us about all things video marketing. Ollie, welcome to the Membership Maker podcast. We're delighted to have you.
Hey Ward, yeah, good to talk to you again. Excited to share some more stuff about video today.
Awesome. Every membership site has its own unique objectives and challenges, and we're sure most listeners have seen many different initiatives and strategies that are out there. Can you give us some examples of successful membership sites using video and provide some insights on how they got those results?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I've got three really good ones I'm just going to share with you today. So I'm going to break them down. I'm going to call them like different funnels as well. So we've got a customer, John, who's got a business called Bulldog Mindset, and he uses Bonjoro and uses video for a lead conversion funnel. So his approach is he's got a lead magnet, and when someone downloads his lead magnet, they're added into his Bonjoro account, but based on, so I think he sets up an automation. So he's got this lead magnet, people download it, and then he watches for the most engaged non-converters. So basically, someone's coming to this membership space, they're engaging with lots of pages, but they haven't converted and haven't paid. He then sets up an automation to say, hey, now's the time to engage this person with a personal video, because they're just not sort of tipping over the line. So I guess this is, you call it most engaged non-converters. It's a bit of a mouthful, but I think it's a really great approach. So what he does is he basically A/B tested sending his normal email to this group of people versus sending a personalized video, where he then tried to drive them to the next step. And I think he went from using emails, 6.5% of them were ending up paying, and when he started doing personal video, it went up to about 16%. So really big uplift. Really cool thing that he did was really rigorously A/B test it as well, because he already had that sort of great funnel set up where he was watching for the people that probably should have engaged but weren't. So it's tipping them over the line, which is really cool. And then another one I've seen that I love is a lady called Tracy Phillips, who runs a company called Video Script Success. And she had an existing funnel, which was lead magnet download, became part of her list, and she would send an email to try and get those people into her private Facebook community. So I guess you could call this like a VIP community funnel. And she did the same thing as well. So she switched up from sending an email to sending personalized videos. And the call to action was the same. So it's join my private community on Facebook, where I share more about X, Y, and Z and help you get value around creating video scripts for your business and all this sort of stuff. And that simple switch up from email to video, she went from 5% of her list flipping over into a Facebook community to 55%. So over one in two people suddenly coming into a Facebook community, which makes her community richer. It definitely helped her nurture more leads as well. And she said to us that it brought down her lead conversion, so the time scale once they're in the community, the people that come in, from 3 months to about 5 days, because they were already much more primed and ready to engage and be part of that community. So I thought that was a really cool one. I think lots of memberships sites could be using that, where they've got that community, getting more and more people in there. Is good on all fronts, I guess. And then the last one is more about, I guess, refunds. So refunds, I always think a good way of looking at refunds is to reverse engineer who are your best customers. So if you can get your other customers taking those same steps as your best customers, you're probably going to reduce your refund rates. So we do this at Bonjour, and I've seen lots of different membership sites use this as well, which is basically identify those super fan behaviors. So it could be something like they watch your course intro video, they introduce themselves on your Facebook group or other group to your community. Maybe they download a particular piece of content that is a really sticky piece of content that makes people stick with you and pay. And then sending, what we say to do is during the onboarding phase, send a personalized video pointing them or sort of outlining those three like crucial steps. Because sometimes during your onboarding or during someone's like first 2 to 4 weeks with you, they will probably get an email from you about 1 or 2 of those things, maybe all 3 of them, but they'll come at different places and they might miss them. But you really want to drive that behavior. So I definitely think a really great way of using video is to say, take the opportunity, send a personal video and outline all 3 or 2 or 4 of those specific behaviors in that one video, and get them thinking about those things. And then they're on that path to becoming like a super fan, that's really engaged with what you do.
About using these videos in like an onboarding sequence, like a pretty common thing that people do is when someone joins their membership, maybe they send out one or a series of kind of onboarding emails. Hey, check this out, check that out. Like you said, try to encourage that super user behavior so that people, stay retained as members. Have you, as Bonjoro or anyone you know of, successfully kind of used videos as part of the onboarding sequence instead of just plain email?
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess for us, like the bread and butter, the reason we built Bonjoro was for onboarding videos. So, we had another business back in like 2016. It was a software business, and we were struggling during that onboarding phase to get engagement. So we basically hacked together a video tool that we could send personal videos to all of our new signups who are on trial and get them more engaged with our product. So definitely onboarding videos is a big one. So definitely use video for that. Like test it against your existing onboarding videos and your existing flows. Really big one. And I think as well, when people are, if you're a course creator and that's what your sort of memberships is about, keeping people motivated is a good one. So imagine someone gets to like the end of a sequence of your courses, like end of a, completes like 10 of your different lessons, sending them a video just to like give them a bit of a high five or like keep them motivated. I think that's a really great piece as well.
Thanks for taking the time to talk with us, Ollie. We really appreciate it. Would you like to share resources or recommendations for folks trying to learn more about Bonjoro?
Yeah, I would actually. Yeah, so I wrote a thing last year called the Video Funnel Playbook. This is basically just like lots of templated, like pre-built plays for how you can use video. So if you go to Video Funnel Playbook, you can just Google it and it should come up at the top. Then there's about 35 different points in your funnel that you can use video to get great results.
Thanks.
Thanks, Ward.